because oh now I found the start of the episode.
Hi, I'm Stacy Queen.
And I'm Ellawarra.
And welcome to the Diva Dolls Pod.
The pod where we discuss the then, now, and forever of women's wrestling within the WWE.
Ow.
Ow.
How you doing, Diva Doll?
I am doing so good. Coming off a very busy week of work.
Musical diva.
Yes, I am now a musical theatre drag queen. So, my roommate and also like a business partner, I don't know, we work together every week. Roxy gets hired by this big theatre here in Wollongong. And that might be like a thing that listeners don't know, is that we're actually working drag queens as well. Like I'm performing and you're DJing, like when we're not doing this kind of stuff in our day jobs. And we had a big, huge theatre show and I had to do musical numbers in it, which is just not my forte. So I was Elle Woods in Legally Blonde. I was Regina George in Mean Girls.
Fitting.
My name is Regina George.
I put the burn book in the background.
Camp.
And yeah, it was really fun. I like was channeling my sister's like year 6 dance recital, like. But it turns out 2 of our friends of the pod, Miss Electra Lopez and Miss Alicia Taylor, big musical fans, loved it. Wow. You didn't work this weekend, did you? You had like a
I had a lovely weekend off. It's been very restful.
Thank God.
Which is actually a fucking lie because I was up watching Clash the Castle.
4 in the morning.
2 hours and then got back up, got in drag, and here we are.
Here we are.
Well, shall we get into it? Because we've got quite a bit to discuss this week.
Yeah, we've got a lot.
And before we get into Raw, I thought maybe we could just very briefly touch on NXT Battleground.
Oh, NXT Battleground was very slay. I did watch it.
It was really great to see a display of, I guess, the future women's talent that we'll get to see on the main roster.
We finally got like a crossover because it's always been a big no-no. Mm-hmm. And even Ash by Elegance, aka Dana Brooke, as the ring announcers reminded us. Also made an appearance.
I recently was doing some research because I think I've mentioned this to you previously. In a couple weeks, there's a tour in Australia of like a whole bunch of independent wrestlers.
Yes.
So we've got like Matt Cardona, we've got Nick Nemeth, we've got... Anyway, I was looking at the list and one of them was Ash by Elegance. And I was like, who the fuck is Ash by Elegance?
It's Diva.
So I had a look on Twitter. And obviously it's formerly known as Dana Brooke.
Yeah.
I was looking on Twitter and I found this one clip where there was like a title match happening and her, I don't know if it's her manager or her announcer or whatever comes out and is like, Ash by Elegance couldn't be here this evening, but instead she has sent someone to watch instead, and then a mannequin rolls out with her face like taped to the head of the mannequin, dressed like her.
I love
And I was
that.
like, wow, this is camp.
Yeah. She's got like a butler kind of manager vibe, right?
Yeah, fully.
Yeah. I feel like he's in a suit with like a little towel over his arm and he's like, she's not going to be here. The whole thing is being elegant. But like the ladder match was also very, very fierce. Like some of these girls I haven't even seen wrestle, and I'm like, wow.
I think Sol Ruka is a good bet for the main roster.
Have
the double
you
soul
seen?
snatcher?
Is that the finishing move she does in the corner rope?
Yeah.
When I saw that a couple of weeks ago, just come up on my feed, and I was like, I want her to do that to me.
More
Kill
please.
Me. More please. But yeah, cool. NXT. Oh, the new North American champion, Kiara. Is that her name?
Nope.
Kiana.
Kalani.
Kalani. I love Kalani. She's really fierce.
Kalani Jordan. And yeah, and also rest in peace to Jordan Grace's ear piercing.
Oh my god. Torn in half. Just like,
yep.
Ow.
Okay, well let's talk about Monday Night Raw.
Let's talk about Monday Night Raw. I love the first thing that we get to see from Liv as she's broken into the Judgment Days. What do they call it?
I think they call it the Playhouse? Clubhouse.
Not
Playhouse.
That was, what's his name?
Playhouse.
That was Bray Wyatt's thing.
Yes.
The Firefly.
No, Funhouse.
Oh, that was a Funhouse. Oh my god.
Pink. We love her.
We love Pink. So Liv, somehow they have scanny passes now to get in there, and somehow she got access to one, and she was sitting there waiting for Dom, and then Dom came in and she was being her little floaty self, and then he was like, get out of here, get out, acting it all up for her. But then she was like, I'll be waiting in my hotel room for you if you want to come.
Yeah, I liked where she was like, you shouldn't be with a girl who makes you call her mommy. You deserve to be with a girl that calls you daddy.
So
and I was
hot.
like, Liv, you are so real for that.
She better work.
Then we get a match.
Io versus Lyra. Part 2. The remix.
Yeah, Electric Boogaloo. They are throwing it back from their Queen of the Ring.
Yeah.
They were the semi-final, weren't they?
They were, yes.
Yeah.
Cute match. Although Io, I went back and had a look. Io has worn, like, pretty much 9 times out of 10, Io has worn the exact same gear from WrestleMania every time she's wrestled since then. I'm like,
fair.
I hope this girl's got some fucking fabric refresher, some Febreze. Febreze.
Yeah.
Oh, Lyra brought the feathers back. I did notice that.
Yeah, she did.
She did bring the feathers back.
I was disappointed. Was it the same pair from Saudi?
No, in Saudi, she had the big wings.
Okay.
She had the big wings. These were just the little shoulder bits. Did this match finish in a decision? Because I know that...
yes.
It did? Who ended up winning? I don't know.
Io Sky won with a roll-up.
Cha-ching.
Of course she did.
Io won with a roll-up, and then Kyrie and Dakota got in to beat down on Lyra, and then the Party Girls came out.
They made the save.
They did. Yeah. They did.
Apparently, Lyra is an, what's the word? Honorary party girl.
An honorary party girl. Do you reckon she's at the club with I love their promo packages when they've got like the light up signs with the fucking champagne bottles with the fireworks and like,
yeah, I reckon Lyra Valkyria goes to the club and ruffles a couple feathers, if you know what I mean. Why don't you come up and ruffle my feathers sometime?
Oh my god. That's so funny.
Oh, Damage Control are just scared when they see the party girls.
Yeah, I don't know why.
I like the party girls.
So do I, but they just haven't been on TV.
I know. When they had their little title run when was it? Like December? Maybe?
Oh yeah, they did
maybe
have
a
the
little
titles for
earlier.
a little bit.
Yeah. Like, I was so into it. I was like, great, this is a great women's tag team who have great, like, tag team offense. It's not just like mid-card wrestler, let's just put them together. Like, they look like a team, they work like a team, and they have exciting in-ring moves, and then it was like, okay, but we need these titles, so, for a storyline, so let's just take it off the team that deserve it.
Yeah. And just like a very exciting Saturday night, they've now added a third to the team, so I assume that we're going to get a little six-woman tag.
Yeah. It looks like they're trying to build to a couple of 6-people tag matches.
This is very true. This is very true. The next time we see a girlie, it's Maxine. She's backstage. She has a fresh tan on. And she said, you know what? I've got my freshest tan on. I'm going to wear the hottest pink outfit that you've ever seen in your life. That's just got strappy cutouts all up it. But now, she's got a moon boot.
Yeah, she does.
She gets knocked off the apron and now she's got a moon boot.
Yeah.
I was like, I want a rhinestone it. Yes, I want to rhinestone it for her. It's so funny. But as the only girl on the Raw roster with a proper storyline, I'm glad that we get to see her. Very cute.
That's not true. There's Liv's story.
Oh, true. I love how the two main women's storylines on Raw are with the men. We are in 1997. We have Deborah and China. We have Deborah and China.
Yeah.
In Liv and Maxine. So funny.
Who's who?
I reckon, well, Liv would have to be China because she's like in love with. Oh, I don't know.
No, I think Liv would have to be Deborah because she's salacious.
And she's the champion.
But then China can actually wrestle.
You leave Maxine alone. She's trying hard.
Hey, I didn't mean that as like. Okay, well, it is a little shady, but
Chad's trying to help. She's not listening.
You know what I mean? Like, China's a powerhouse, and Maxine isn't there yet.
Yeah. All right.
Anyway.
Moving on. We have a match with Rey Mysterio and...
Yes.
And...
So it's Rey Mysterio, Dragon Lee with Zelina Vega.
Yes.
Against Dominic and...
JD?
Yeah.
Dom and JD? When did Dom stop being injured? He was in a sling and then just wasn't in a sling. I feel like they didn't even address it.
I did consider that. I was like, oh, okay, I guess he's not injured anymore.
Yeah. Did you notice what Zelina was wearing?
No.
Latin pop star inspired outfit. Zelina was wearing an outfit inspired by Selena.
Wow.
Yeah. So like the little halterneck crossover booby holder up. But she made it very Zelina by wearing like little cut off short shorts with it. Very slave. And it was covered in rhinestones, which is always drag.
Yeah, the boys are fighting. Liv comes out. Liv's on the apron looking at Dom.
And then Zelina jumps in the ring, runs across the ring, knocks her off the apron, but Dom's already down, like up towards the ramp. And that's where that iconic photo that literally spread all over the internet within 2 minutes of her straddling him happens. And then she comes out and rips him off. She's the cock block this week.
Yeah. Literally. But what a sight to behold.
I love it. So hot.
Because like she lands, she gives it a second, she's like, hold up, let me sit back on it.
Yes.
And I wouldn't be surprised if she did a little bounce.
Yeah. Oh my God. That was like my Wednesday night this week. Did you see my close friends?
Oh, I saw your close friends.
I finally broke my dry spell.
Mm-hmm.
Thank God.
Are we gonna tell the listeners how long the dry spell was?
It was 11 months.
Girl.
Yeah.
Girl.
Well, in my defense, I started on hormones and my libido's been up and down. Things stopped working. Things started working. Things stopped working. Things started working. the trans hormone experience. But
Yeah.
I'm back on the wagon. Is that what you call it?
Well, Liv was certainly on the wagon. I mean,
Yes. Let's just say me and this
shaggin'
guy
wagon.
I'm back on the shaggin' wagon, and this beautiful
Work,
Greek
Diva.
man came and delivered some Greek yogurt, and
He gave you a gyros.
yes, and at the end I said, "Whoppa! Get out! I want to go to bed."
I was talking to Eve about it, and she was like, I hope he didn't smash her plates on the way out.
Too bad.
The next time we see a lady folk is backstage. We see Ms. Io Sky, and she just screams that Damage Control has to change.
Yes, she's not happy.
Well, obviously, Damage Control are fine. Io, you need to change. You've been wearing the same thing since WrestleMania, darling.
Bit wolfy. We're gonna get the air freshener. But yes, she says that Damage Control needs to change, and I maybe this is the beginning of the end.
Maybe. I mean, you know, Bailey's gone. Asuka's injured. It's just a shame because, like, I feel bad for Kairi. I feel like without Asuka, she doesn't really have anything to do. Like, they were a great tag team.
Very true.
I would love for her to start a new tag team, maybe.
It'd be interesting if, I don't know what Dakota's like, if she's ever played a face before, but if Dakota broke off and feuded with Kairi and Io, but I don't know. It kind of looks like Io's going to go off on her own.
Yeah.
But we shall see.
We shall see. So then we have Jade and Bianca coming to the ring as they will be watching the match between Shayna Baszler, Zoe Stark, and the spooky Scottish girls.
The spooky Scottish girls. I was quite confused with this match. So the girls come out, and I was like, yeah, they're going to do a big, like, fierce match, build up to the pay-per-view. Nope. Fucking squash.
Real quick one.
Shayna and Zoe literally just... I don't even think that the Scottish girls got any fucking offense in.
Well, that's not true. Isla Dawn drop-kicked Shayna in her injured knee from Battleground, which we didn't actually mention that awful underground match at Battleground. And
why were the lights off?
And that's like, that's no shade to Shayna, but me personally, I don't watch WWE for MMA. If I wanted to see MMA, I'd watch MMA.
It was hardly MMA. Like, come on. They weren't in a cage.
That's what it's meant to be giving.
I know it's what it was meant to be giving.
It's but MMA light.
When they should have stopped that shit at SummerSlam when those two came out to have that fucking match and no one made a fucking peep in the crowd.
And the fact that they were at the UFC, KFC, Yum Arena.
Emanating from Tennessee. No, Kentucky.
It's literally
from the KFC Yum Yum Center. Stupid.
Anyway, so this match, yes, it was a quick squash, but as soon as the squash happened, I was like, oh, they are winning. They are winning at the PLE.
Yeah.
And did they? We'll find out.
We'll find out. But, I think... Oh, you know what I did, right? Because I'd never seen these girls have an entrance on the main roster. Okay. They were drafted to SmackDown, like, last year from NXT?
Yeah.
And didn't do anything. And then they were drafted to Raw. And they finally got their entrance. And this is how I described it. Scottish girls look cute. Love the ginger spice hair on the ringer. Cute structured shoulders with rhinestones. The one that has the smoke and the stick, she looks like a glamorous boogeyman.
I'm the boogeyman, and I'm coming to get you.
The boogeyman transitioned, and she's... we had a backstage segment with Scarlett, who actually talks.
Tell me more. I must have missed this.
Yeah, so she had a backstage segment with R-Truth and The Miz, and she went up to them, and she was like, "Oh, I don't know what she said."
But she remember this.
Yeah, she persuaded them into giving AOP a tag team championship match.
Well, she persuaded R-Truth. She was reading their tarot cards.
That's right. Yes, that's right.
Well, she was reading R-Truth's tarot cards. And he got the death card, and he told The Miz that tonight they will be having a match against the APA.
Yes, the APA. Farouk and Bradshaw were coming back for a tag team title match.
Yeah.
So
and part
funny.
of me was thinking, maybe this is one of those things where, we're meant to think it's someone else, but then it actually is APA.
Imagine. They are too old now. You saw them doing the draft.
Okay, but, I mean, in our fucking classic episodes, we've been seeing fucking Gerald Briscoe and Pat Patterson.
T.
It's not unheard of. Fucking Mae Young getting powerbombed through a table.
By the Dudley Boys.
Exactly.
Good.
Age is but a number, my dear.
Yeah. Age is but a number. But yes, Scarlett did persuade them to give this tag team title match. She was in a cute outfit too. She wears really nice stuff. It's custom leather, studded, stunning, gorgeous. There was a lot of leather in this whole episode because I have a note that said Kathy Kelly is in a terracotta leather dress and a slick back bun. She needs a ponytail. I need to hit her up.
Yeah.
So Jackie Redmond, I know you're watching. Go hit up Kathy and tell her to message me about a ponytail.
I mean, do we tell the listeners about how you are the new hair dealer for the WWE?
Oh, I am the new hair dealer for the WWE. Chelsea Green, ponytail. Elektra Lopez, ponytail. Jackie Redmond, ponytail. Next up, Kathy Kelly, ponytail. She had the slick back bun already. She just needed to clip the motherfucker on.
Look at that. Us making WWE divas. I mean, I can't say divas anymore, can I?
It's a term of endearment.
I know it's a term of endearment, but some people...
We should remind everyone at the top of the episode, we use diva as a term of endearment.
Yes.
All women are known as divas. We are even divas. You, right there, you are a diva if you believe her.
See, the thing is, I can imagine someone like Shayna Baszler. She wouldn't like being referred to as a diva.
Oh, she's a diva. She would be a diva if she complained about us calling her a diva. So then we'd be like,
Diva squared, which makes you double diva.
Double diva. We
Double
ate
diva
that,
over
bitch.
there.
We ate that. Love it. But yes, we use it as a term of endearment because we love the Divas era. We love this fucking belt. We also love the women's evolution. We also love the women of the 90s. We also love the women of now. We love the women of NXT when we watch it every 2 months.
Have we ever really explained the fact why we're called the Diva Dolls Pod?
I think we explained in the first episode. It's yes, diva refers to that era of wrestling, but diva is also a queer term that we use all the time.
Yeah, to be a diva doll is a term for a trans woman.
And
we are two diva dolls.
My God. There is one last segment I do want to mention before we go to break.
Oh, please.
The Ricochet beatdown with the Samantha Irvine involvement.
Mm-hmm.
She can act the house down boots, mama. She packed up that fucking bag and she ran to that ambulance to her husband's aid. And
I love that little pussy bag she has.
Yes. Will this be the end of Ricochet? Because he did tweet that he was like, I'm not re-signing.
Yeah.
But then I saw a lot of stuff online this week that's like, oh my god, all this buzz about Ricochet, now he wants to stay. And I'm like, how are we supposed to know?
He's not staying.
I'm like, okay, here's what I think. Why would he go to like another company to essentially probably do the exact same thing when he could like literally travel the world with his wife? Like, you reckon he's going to go to AEW and have a world title run?
Yeah.
You reckon?
Oh, well, I reckon that's what he reckons.
That's what he reckons, but you reckon it's going to happen? I don't see it.
Maybe. I mean, judging by the way AEW is currently booking, which is, what, the downfall of WCW and when TNA went a bit shit in the mid-2010s?
Yeah.
Early 2010s?
The whole fucking part, the whole thing.
Where it's like, okay, we're just gonna put like old WWE wrestlers in the main event. Well, actually, in that case, it might work out for Ricochet. Hopefully he'll have a Cody Rhodes or Drew McIntyre moment where he'll go off and make a bigger name for himself and then come back.
You know what would be so funny? If he goes to TNA and then they put him on NXT. Instead of the forbidden door, he's in the revolving door.
Go back to Go, did not collect $200.
Yes! Oh my god, so stupid.
Alright, let's go have a fucking break.
Let's go to a break.
The Diva Dolls podcast is sponsored by Salon Extensions.
Offering all of our listeners a discount on the exclusive ponytail line from the winner of RuPaul's Drag Race Season 15's Sasha Colby.
Plus, any of our listeners who are licensed cosmetologists, you can receive 15% off of all hair extensions in their pro store.
Because if it's good enough for mother, it's good enough for a diva doll like you.
You can now use code DIVADOLLS at checkout to get 15% off any of your purchases.
Cause you're a GODDESS.
Shop now at www.salonextensions.com.
That's SALONXTENSIONS.com.
And we are back from our break. How you doing, Diva?
Really good. I did a wee.
Aww. I don't know what happened during the break, but my breasts have shrunk.
They have. They have. You know what else happened during the break?
What?
Chelsea Green got a new entrance theme song. And let's get into SmackDown so we can talk about it.
Let's talk about it because I have opinions. I have feelings.
So we kick off SmackDown with Naomi versus Chelsea. Bayley comes out first for 2 little seconds. Then we get the glow. She starts a little glow chant. Glow, 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 glow. And then Naomi comes out in the gayest outfit I've ever seen on WWE television. Like, Rico used to be on TV back in 2003. This was gayer than him.
Yeah.
This was gayer than Billy and Chuck.
Rico was a faggot.
Rico was a faggot. And as former faggots, we could still use that term, okay?
Yeah, well, of course.
Yes. I also thought the stadium looked a bit povo. I hate this entranceway, one screen walk. Like I get it. They want to cram more people in it, but like, go to a fucking bigger stadium. Give us a stage.
My pet peeve now with these international PLEs is the fact that they use the same venue both nights.
Yeah.
Because
interesting.
Because we see the stage for the PLE. And it's like, well, what's special? Nothing. You've ruined it.
At least when they did it in Wales, they had like the entranceway screen, but they also had a screen as a ramp, and it came up a little bit. They were like in like a half box walking down, and it was all like animated for the entrances. Anyway, Povo, at least in Australia, we got somewhat of a stage in our big stadium.
Did we though?
It was better than the last fucking... Well, actually, Crown Jewel always gets a giant stage, but whatever. It is what it is.
They had room to make a stage because they couldn't fill the stadium.
Shh. we're big fans of WWE. That stadium was full, packed out to the max. Capacity crowd, sold out arena.
If it wasn't in Perth, it would have been fine.
I agree. I reckon they could have filled like 100,000 down in Melbourne or Sydney.
Sure.
100%.
I mean, they've sold out the MCG before.
Exactly.
Actually, I don't know that it was sold out.
Oh.
But still, I was there. There was a lot of people. It was like 70,000 people.
Yes. All right. So, after Naomi makes her entrance in the world's gayest outfit. So, she's literally wearing like a bodysuit with a unicorn painted on it, with a unicorn tail and a unicorn horn, like onesie hood.
Yeah.
I was like, this is tacky as fuck. In Pride Month, you want to abuse our rainbow like that? I'm sorry. I do not feel the glow. And I can't wait to get into a backstage segment where we're talking about that because our friend is back. But yes, Chelsea. Chelsea Green. Not only is the song changed, Chelsea Green! We get to hear it twice because Samantha's overdoing ring announcing.
Yeah. So I don't like her. Okay. And I know it's controversial because I love the Samantha Irvin intro that she does.
Yeah.
But I also really like the shh, it's Chelsea.
Shh, it's Chelsea. Yeah.
Yeah,
I agree. I just think this whole Def Rebel thing has just become like the biggest inside joke, and they're like, how can we make this as tacky as possible? They're like, let's just go get let's just send Samantha Irvin down to the fucking recording studio to do the entrance, and now they're getting announced before they even walk out now.
Yeah.
It's fucking crazy.
Can you imagine if it was like, The Undertaker, gong.
Gong. I remember when he had rolling and it was like, gong, he's here. Keep rolling. Oh, love that.
Or like fucking Stone Cold Steve Austin, glass smash.
Anyways, Chelsea makes her way to the ring accompanied by Piper. And she's in this baby blue that she's wearing is baby blue, gorgeous, keyhole cut out, titties out, rhinestones covered, stunning, Y2K hair. She's got the little braids with the I was calm. It was so good.
Yeah, top notes.
Good. So good. And Jess is the ref. Full women.
Yep.
Announcer. Accompaniers. Wrestlers. Ref. Stunning. Love it. This is what we want to see every single time.
Commentators.
Oh, honestly, bring back Renee.
As she's coming to the ring, Chelsea is talking some trash on the microphone.
Love her. She's so fierce.
She's saying that we're going to be the new WWE Women's Champion tomorrow night.
I love that. It's a collective.
She gets into the ring, and not too long into the match, she slides out of the ring. She's like, time out.
Her whole thing was just like running away from Naomi the whole time. There was even like that little spot where she's like begging her in the village, no, don't hit me! And then fucking Naomi just drop kicks her. And then that spot where, I think it was just after that, Naomi like drop kicked her, she was laying down. She just ran the ropes. And then, like 10 times. And then did a fucking split on her.
Yeah.
I live. And I don't know how it happened, but the pinfall was like, it was the weirdest pinfall I'd ever seen.
Yeah.
Something happened, but Naomi ended up getting the win over our girl Chelsea.
Yeah. Then the next diva we see is a certain someone's body double.
Yes. Well, I am her stunt double. So every time you see Elektra Lopez fall from a rooftop, that is actually me.
Yeah.
And now we're gonna have matching ponytails, so it's gonna be even more fierce.
Work.
She comes out accompanying Escobar and Legado del Fantasma in the fiercest catsuit, one piece, covered in AB's crystals. Oh, these girls are doing drag. They're all covered in rhinestones. I love it so much.
I feel like going forward, you're gonna have to start recreating Elektra's looks each week.
Yeah, let me just go and get all the AB crystals in the world, and I'll sew myself up a bodysuit.
I mean, we've got time. The episode doesn't have to come out for like 24 hours.
I promise by the end of the year, I will recreate one Elektra Lopez look and wear it for the pod.
Only one?
Oh, maybe a couple. We'll see. I have to go get surgery and get a whole new body, so I'm not going to know until then what my body will look like.
True. You want to wait for the new body.
Correct. During the match, Corey says that Elektra is one of the most twisted minds in the game. I would like them to give her a microphone to show us that she is one of the most twisted minds in the game. Because all we've seen her do is hack a computer system and steal some security footage.
Yeah.
I want Elektra to have more involvement.
It's pretty twisted.
Elektra distracts Apollo Crews and Escobar gets the win.
Yeah.
So fierce. So slay.
Then we have a backstage segment where...
Yes, we do. She's back.
My baby Blair. My baby Blair.
Oh my God. She is a little shady bitch.
Yeah.
She is. She's in Slytherin. She got sorted into Slytherin while she was gone. Mm-hmm. And she came out. And what did she say? She came up to Naomi and she was like,
wow. I mean, you did it, Naomi. This was interesting, but feel the glow, right?
I love her. She delivered that line that she was given with conviction. And she said, feel the glow.
Yeah.
So maybe next week we're finally going to get our Naomi Blair Davenport match. Fingers crossed. Fingers and toes, girls. Fingers and toes.
We are part of the Blair squad. Do we need to come up with a name?
The Blair Brigade.
Blair.
The Davenport Divas.
We are Davenport Divas.
Yeah, I'm going to dye half of this wig black for next week.
After Naomi is confronted by Blair, Piper Niven and Chelsea Green just decimate Naomi and Bailey.
They did what Liv did to Rhea when Rhea got injured. I'm like, why are they still letting these girls throw people into walls? Like, come on.
Yeah.
Come on. We have our next match, which is Nia versus Michin.
Yes.
And we have Tiffany on commentary, which
seems
so correct. So correct.
Bitch loves talking.
This match is also like the tag match at the end of Raw. Very much, very quick, very squash. But I feel like it's a little stepping stone needed to get Nia and Tiff together.
Yeah. So before we get to that, I did like with Michin doing a little eat defeat.
Yes! Oh my God.
Throwback. After the eat defeat, they go to the outside. Tiffany Stratton interferes and splashes water into Michin's face to get back at Michin from last week.
She rolled back in the ring and fucking Nia annihilated her. Literally.
Yep. One other segment where Alba Fire and Isla Dawn have another interview and say that they're going to leave Glasgow with the Women's Tag Team Championships.
Yes. And I can't wait to get into it.
Maybe they will.
Yes.
Maybe
side note, they were interviewed by Jackie Redmond, and she was in like a really cute sheer green top. It was giving this.
Giving the ooh-ah-ah sensation.
She was giving the ooh-ah-ah sensation, mama.
All across the nation. Okay, let's get out of this nation and let's go to Scotland.
Let's go to Scotland. I've had a very good time here on SmackDown, but I'd like to go to a premium live event.
Iron Brew.
Freedom! back and we are still in Scotland. And we've got a clash at the castle.
Haggis.
Haggis, Iron Brew, and Drew. We're here. And we have a premium live event. And we kick off the show. We kick off the show with an I Quit match. I feel like we don't need to get into the boys' matches that much. We kicked off with the I Quit match between Cody Rhodes and AJ Styles.
Yep.
The match was quite fierce. It started off, Cody was in control. AJ took over. AJ busted open Cody. We got bleeding Cody again. The most iconic moments throughout this match came from Cody Rhodes' mum. What was she saying? She was like, screw you, AJ, up in his face. And then she tried to slap him, but she like tapped him on the shoulder first. And then she was like, she slapped him across his face. At some point in the match, AJ put Cody in handcuffs. And then wrapped a chain around his arm and went for his, what's the top rope bouncy move he does? The Styles Clash? Is that what it's called?
No, the flying forearm. Phenomenal forearm.
He went for phenomenal forearm. And while Cody was in the handcuffs, he ended up getting the cuffs to the front of him and got a chair, threw the chair at AJ, which then made him bounce off into the table that Cody had set up earlier. Yeah. Cody then got out of the shackles, took back over the match, handcuffed AJ, got him into the corner, held up the steel stairs to his head, and then AJ quit. Yeah. I thought it was really anticlimactical of an ending.
Yeah.
I thought it would have been like, at least Cody having him in some kind of lock or like digging a weapon into his head or something, but it was just, I held the stairs up and you quit. Anyway, the winner and still WWE Undisputed Champion, Cody Rhodes.
Yeah. Ding.
Ding. I would like to move on to our next match, which I would like to label Botchamania 2024. What was going on? I was like, through most of the spots, it was very, I feel like there was a lot planned with not enough time to do it all, so they were rushing through some stuff.
I would first like to discuss the positives.
Okay.
So, I don't know if you know this, but Jade Cargill lost her luggage.
Oh.
Yeah. So they got to Scotland and she lost her luggage. So I don't know how they pulled together what they did, but I was like, work.
I know exactly what happened.
Good.
They got a sewing machine out and they said, Bianca, get to fucking work.
Literally.
I did like their outfits.
Where do you think Cody got the fucking handcuffs for the I Quit match? They took it off Bianca in the sewing machine. She'd finished the outfit.
The outfits were quite fierce though, because they were wearing like gunmetal grey, but then Bianca had her signature gold and Jade had her signature silver. But then I think Jade had red through hers and Bianca had green through hers as well, like little accents. So maybe she did make them and she was like, look, I made this, maybe I'll make that as well. Because it didn't have the little glass shards and stuff on it, so maybe she didn't actually get her gear that she was supposed to have. How is that starting with the positives? You're like, I want to start with the positives. Jade lost her luggage.
No, because I said she looked really good. Like, considering...
Okay.
I was commending that she was put in a shitty situation and she looked fantastic.
Yeah. Well,
you're the one being negative.
Well, apparently they packed everything she learned at the Performance Center in that bag as well, because it was lost too. There was it was a little rough. Which, like, I feel like she still did enough good spots to, like, make up for the bad spots, but the bad spots were very much highlighted in this match.
Yeah.
But that top rope, when she got the hot tag, top rope spot, I was like, oh, you poor fucking thing.
The way that she, like, skidded when she was doing that, like, big boot into the powerbomb and almost dropped whoever it was on their head. Like, it was... and again, I don't like being... I don't like adding to the noise that all the fucking incels on Twitter are like, she's awful, overrated, like, she needs more time. Sure, like, she's only been doing it for a certain amount of years. Like, she's not going to be fucking fantastic. That's fine. She had a bad day.
Oh, 100%. She had a bad day.
And I'm concerned that this one night might put some of that in jeopardy for her. I don't think it will, but, like, I don't know. I feel anxious. Not anxious. I just feel a bit icky about adding to that commentary.
Yeah, I did see a lot of people come to her defense because a lot of people were tweeting, she needs to go back to the PC, she needs to retrain, rah, rah, rah. And then when Damien did his big botch on the rope, everyone's like, are you going to make some noise? Does he need to go back to the PC as well? Because he made a mistake on the top rope? Like, so it's good that there is people like us out there defending. There still was a decent finish to the match. I feel like it's the way that we thought it was going to go. We kind of predicted it last week.
We certainly did.
Yeah. So Jade and Bianca did their little seesaw wheelbarrow DDT into the suplex onto Shayna. Jade went for the pin, and then one of the Scottish girls... I don't know their names. I can't tell them apart. I don't know which one's
I think
Alba,
it was Isla Dawn. It was Isla Dawn.
Isla. And Ginger Spice jumped in the ring, then suplexed Jade off of Shayna, jumped on Shayna, and got the 3 count. And what a cute little Scottish hometown win.
And double nice. I don't know if you're aware of this, but Alba Fire's mum recently passed away.
Literally on Friday.
Yeah. So, like...
So sad.
So sad that she missed such, like, an incredible moment for her daughter. We send our love to Alba Fire and her family at this time. Like, just absolutely heartbreaking.
Yeah.
But, like, she did such a great job for, you know, being in the situation she's currently in. I mean, they 100%. Both did. And yeah, I am excited that now they get the tag belts, and they get to showcase themselves more on the main roster, you know?
I really hope they get, like, a run with it. I hope it's not like because there was a line, they made a point to interview them backstage, and the last line was Ginger Spice saying, we're going to hold these titles for a long time. And I'm like, I hope that wasn't a planted line for them to fucking lose them on Raw.
Yeah.
I would be so mad. They're finally giving them a chance. And if they take them off them straight away, I'll throw hands.
Yeah. I would love to see them in a feud with the Party Girls.
That would be fierce. That would be some good wrestling.
Yeah. Like, give them a real shot with the belts.
Yeah. Then Shayna and Zoe and Natty and Sonya can go and do their little thing, have a little side feud, and let the girls that haven't had a chance have a chance.
Yeah.
We love it.
Sami Zayn versus Chad Gable Intercontinental Championship match was up next.
Yes.
It was a good match. There were a few spots where I genuinely thought, oh, good, Chad Gable's done it. He had not done it.
I hate that they're not putting it on him. Unless he, like, I know that his contract's coming up, unless he has decided that he is going elsewhere.
He has confirmed that he's re-signed.
Oh, okay. Well,
over this weekend.
Just put it on him. Like, where are we going to go from here?
I understand why they haven't yet. I mean, this is just what I believe it's going to be. He will get it eventually, and then it'll be Chad Gable versus Otis for the belt. That's camp. Love that.
Yeah.
I look forward to that. But, like, how many times will Chad get a shot at the belt?
Yeah,
Before
it's like he's not a good contender anymore.
Yeah.
Maybe it's going to be I'm going to drop the Alpha Academy. They're what's been holding me back from winning. Here's my new crew. They bring out the brothers with the Pitbull.
Yeah.
And he builds the new Alpha Academy to then take over. Maybe that's where it's going to go. I don't fucking know. But he lost again.
We do have to mention Maxine Dupree cosplaying as Ellawarra in her fluffy bucket hat.
The bucket hat! Yes! She was quite fierce. Although when her bucket hat fell off, her hair was still attached to her head. If mine comes off... I'm like Hulk Hogan with his wefts sewn into his bandana when I'm wearing that bucket hat. Up next, we have the WWE Women's Championship match between Bayley and Piper Niven, accompanied by Chelsea Green. When she appeared on the pre-show, and when she was in that little mini skirt kilt look with the beret, I was like, maybe it's gonna happen. Maybe she's gonna play a fucking bagpipe. And then when she walked out, she didn't. I was like, oh, no.
Yeah. So my wild card prediction did not come correct. Chelsea Green did not play the bagpipes.
No.
And I'm so mad.
It would have been so much more fierce.
They have deprived us of a meme. It's so cruel.
Shh. It's Piper. This match was really good. I really enjoyed this match. Very good back and forth. Very good wrestling. Really showcased what Piper could do in the ring.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I definitely think it was a nod to her being a good performer and building the whole Scottish wrestling scene and that kind of thing, whilst still keeping the Bayley Nia match alive for SummerSlam.
Yeah.
Because Piper did end up losing, but there was a big show of respect at the end, and the crowd went off for her still. So, and the crowd still loves Bayley. It doesn't. I feel like Bayley could do no fucking wrong when she's a face. They would, Bayley, or however it goes.
Hey, Bayley. Ooh. I wanna know if you be my girl.
Slay. Also, in the little, there was a little video package at the start, and Piper mentioned that she has a husband, and I was like, I want to see him. Wonder if he's hot.
Well, I don't want to get this wrong, but I do believe that Piper Niven is a bisexualist.
Stunning. Next time you're in Australia and you want to go down under, I'll be waiting.
Shh. She's got a husband.
So do most of the people that I sleep with. Well, they have wives, but... All right, let's talk about the highlights of this match, because it was very fierce.
One thing that I completely missed, because this is one of the matches where I was starting to... I saw Chelsea get ejected from the arena, the stadium.
You're out of here!
But I saw on Twitter this morning her coming back out in a Rey Mysterio mask.
Chelsea Verde. That's fucking green in Spanish. Chelsea Verde, they were calling her.
This fucking bitch comes back out in a fucking mask.
It was so good.
Not believe her.
She's everything. She is golden. She's
absolutely gold. They better Triple H, Paul Triple H Levesque. You better fucking put this woman in the Money in the Bank ladder match. I swear to God.
Imagine the spots they can do with her. That'll be hilarious.
Oh.
Like, it'll be good. Anyway, Bayley ends up retaining. Really good wrestling match. Much respect from the crowd, much respect from each girl to each other.
So the next match is the World Heavyweight Championship match. Damian Priest versus Drew
McIntyre. How did he come to the ring, Stix?
I guess he walked. I don't think he played the flute. Maybe he did.
He had, not only did he have bagpipes, he had a whole fucking Scottish marching band. So my wild card prediction came true. Drew did have the bagpipes. Ding, point for me. Which then
also
puts
points for us for Bailey winning.
Yes, points for us for Bailey winning.
Ding ding.
This point put me 1 point ahead. So the only way you could have won was no way. We only could have drawn if Damian won. Which, getting into the match, shenanigans. Shenanigans. Yes.
Let's just say straight off the bat, he did win. He did win. I was correct.
Yeah.
And exactly what I thought would happen happened.
That should have been your wild card pick. CM Punk in Scotland.
I'm so mad. Why didn't I do that? Why didn't I do that?
But you know what this means?
And still, the reigning, defending, undisputed Diva Dolls Pod Predictions Champion, Ellawarra! Diva Icon Legend Star.
Let's talk about this main event. There was doll shenanigans, doll domination, and Damian Priest tripping on the top rope and essentially hanging himself upside down from his ankle.
Towards the end of the match, the ref gets bumped out of the ring. He's unconscious. Actually, no. The ref's dead because he's a ref. And
dead.
They're made of paper.
Yeah.
Drew then hits the... Oh, what's it called? The kick. The not the brogue kick. That's Sheamus. The
Claymore.
Claymore. He hits that and then goes for the pin. There's no ref, and then the camera pans out and you can see like the spotlight following a referee running to the ring, and then he slides in. 1, 2, camera changes and it's CM Punk, and he's there, and like the pose that he's doing is the exact same pose that's on the meme on the grave.
Oh my god, that's so funny.
Yeah.
Love
like,
that.
Absolute cinema. We live, we love.
Yeah.
And then...
He must be due back. If... Like, obviously, I think they're going to do this at SummerSlam. I don't think it's going to be a Money in the Bank match.
Yeah.
But he must be, like, very... Like, either cleared or very close to being cleared.
Yeah.
To start building this.
So, Drew corners him in the corner and is choking him. CM Punk gives him a kick to the googlies.
Yeah.
And then Damian Priest hits his South of Heaven.
South of Heaven.
1, 2, 3, and still.
Rest in peace, Drew. The crowd was not happy.
No. I saw a clip online this morning of Samantha, like, thanking the crowd and being like, I'm sorry this isn't the outcome you wanted, but thank you for coming to Clash at the Castle. And it was like, bullshit. But yeah, all in all, it was an okay show.
Yeah, it wasn't the best. I ain't saying it's the best, but it ain't the worst.
So true.
What has been the worst pay-per-view this year?
I would say Backlash, but I know that that's a very controversial opinion. But that's the one I have enjoyed the least.
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of people would say Elimination Chamber.
Elimination Chamber was good, but it was just predictable.
Yeah.
But so is every fucking pay-per-view this year, pretty much.
Yeah. We don't have to decide, because maybe we will decide at the end of the year with a little Diva Dolls Pod Awards.
My God, I love an award show.
Yeah. Are you going to wear a
We
gown?
make trophies. Yes, I'm going to wear a gown, and I want to make trophies and send them out to the winners.
You should get your Golden Globes out.
Yes.
I mean, at the end of the year, they will be out.
But yeah, that was it. That was wrestling this week.
That was
How
wrestling
fierce.
this week.
We
I
traveled the
am
globe.
still not a champion. That's fine. I'm not mad at all.
Sure. Well, we've got money in the bank in 3 weeks.
It should have been me. Anyway, Ellawarra, where can people find you on social media?
You can find me at Ellawarra. That's ELLAWARRA on all platforms. What about you, Stace?
You can find me everywhere at the Stacy Queen, and you can follow the Diva Dolls Pod everywhere at Diva Dolls Pod. And be sure to leave us a rating and review if you're listening on your podcast app, and if you're over on YouTube, give us a subscribe. Let us know down in the comments what your favorite match was from Clash at the Castle. How did you go with your predictions? Did you do as poorly as me?
Make sure you hit that bell icon so you can be notified of our next episode. And we'll see you then.
Yeah, we're doing some classic. We're doing some classic this week, and we're looking back to the King of the Ring 1999. Okay, well, I believe we're in a sleeper hold that Jade Cargill is accidentally tapping out of this week. I'm tapping out.
Oh my God, when she tapped out during... Oh, I forgot about that part.
We're tapping out. We're done talking about this week. We've spoken about it all.
Goodbye.
The Digital Podcast is brought to you by Stacy Queen and Ellawarra. All names, photos, videos, and audio used in this podcast are trademarks and copyrighted materials owned by the WWE and TKO Group Holdings. This podcast is not affiliated with or endorsed by the WWE and is intended for entertainment and informational purposes only.
Oh my God, that guy a lot of air into me as well. And
Oh.
he was like, ha! And I'm like, it happens. He's like, oh no.